And na da pon wa ye share ye din komo on your favorite show, the Gumbe show. And that Dr. Mamadou Bawomi enti. And ma kona kufu mu no. And some who do bebrebe see na day. Minuanom. And the Gumbe show so. Wa brimpon bi be sane ama no kredia e wo se eye adwuma e wo Ghana ha no. Me the Dr. Mamadou Bawomi atoto yi. And trono edoso. Nkontompo no eya doso. Nanso nukuredie ebedi nkunim amentro apias. On your favorite show, the Gumbe show. Eno ene matrasi abede bremo no. Okumangra the one for Oheneba Boamah Bennie. Me ya jamre kutua frisie mu na esu adwirie. Opusu nyaka ma woso me ho be bia temdin. Another I have the 73 pages of Dr. Mamadou Bawomi, the content, no, I have it here. Ya bani about the digestive issue, no, near Domosuko, near fan one after the other. Menta Bawomi, because so kaya, wamu ye campaign ma Bawomi ba ye no, na mi video edie him. What ya say? And Crawford no mujina yening in because me who say, Dr. Mamadou Bawomi no ba ye be fan fala. And not day ya matnase no. Ya shase edi nuoma de gu na kwem. Nana, mi wo nuoma bebra meda na di akyerɛw. Ene oba fili wate, ene wani beje. Me nananom, me manom, me nuanom. The Gumbe show obrempon no matnase. Mi twa me ho aba, na before se mekono. Me ba bia me kyesika. Na na matnase na wo se me kyesika. Na nipa didi men. Star 274 hash. Star 274 hash. Select number 1. Power SYZ. Power SYZ na bowrem. More money on the way coming. Star 274 hash. Minia, uba to me at 500. Uba to me at 1,000. Uba to me at 10 cities. Uba to me at 20. Uba to me at 30. And then may tell 1,000 cities. 1,000 Ghana cities. And then they may tell. Entibra. Naba Jenny show no. Na chawd ye chanintam. Chanintantem. Nene metesikantem. Men semre. Etiana bebosham. Bebowram. Bejessica. 1,000 Ghana. And I may chanene. Star 274 hash. Now I select number 1. Power SYZ. We select number 1. Power SYZ. We are. Oba bisa so person ucha sing. No me a 1. Open me a 2. Open me a 3. Do be obetwa bia ye wawo dia. Na mum kai say mema 1,000 cities and then you bring. Dia wodi bedi so no me ne bedi nkomo. Etia ne beka ho. Na ye move. Me twa me ho aba. Me ba ye batrase. Na Dr. Mamadou Bawomi lectures no a eno a okoye ye no. This is the document. Ye bedomo suko ne ye wuram ne ye di nkomo twa me. E ba isia.
We are one man short. Should we invite him?
Yeah.
It be old cargo.
Can I join you guys?
Yeah.
Always free, fresh, natural, eggs, mineral, water.
You still got it. Always keep hydrated naturally. That's my secret.
manufactured with the primary aim of preserving nature's finest minerals necessary for a healthy mind and body. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Spanish garlic mixture. Now what feel na what you drawing ka ba be di ho adanse ana. E draw dey sa giga na ha baby a o. Me dey kra ma no me wi a me kope foforo atoni.
Me want the capsules wa. Me head drive any dey me tina ti dey mu nyina ye adwuma. Me do fia me tin ka say me mu. Me nsa ene me na nyina dideti.
Last one na makoje no. Anya draw we na omo fra ne Spanish mixture no.
Oh ma, Spanish garlic mixture.
Anwa na me no.
Ai, e draw ma tenka. So me dey e.
Cedric, mami ami di ho adanse entre no. Samo drop akobi nso na e wa adaka mo green no. Eno
Who can we ana?
Spanish ginkgo capsules is good for retentive memory and anti-aging. Hey, me mami, na o ka bibia che na onkai. Ni we free nyama tentem. Ni skin ne body nyira nso asai. Me to obi ma no no. Ene otumi ka nyama kra na me kra abomi pusa.
And check herbal center for and then pharmacist can make an herbal shop. A painful about more money for kwada with infection yemi and come. FDA achi epeje kra twe.
No. Brenedru. Ye was say ene ye baba in seminum. Star 274 hash. Select number 1. Power SYZ. Star 274 hash. Select number 1. Power SYZ. When you select number 1. Power SYZ. Mensa camera no eno no. Binia shadudu obi obetumi. Na na me 1,000 Ghana. Minu go so ye din komako ni nyina no. Ebra ne so a memo oba bewuram ne mate osika eti wodi am say wo beba wuram no oba bedwan ne sika group no sika time no sika mre no me cho cash ama wodi edi star 274 hash select number 1 power SYZ nana okumangra bema no atenase ebra ne duru ye wo se edi enwa Ghana man pani abedi a kire friend Dr. Mamadou Bawumia otenase. Na Dr. Mamadou Bawumia aye lectures ahodo before say obedi president and obeye mampani abedi akire. What can some ahodo bebre etre Ghana for? And I have already proven to you I was said jumadi so say President Akufo-Addo yeka adwene nipa adwene ne de ye different. Because me prove to you say na nado dan kwa Akufo-Addo mampani no a na wo bapa die no sa wotie ensam a empanimfo bia e free party ni mu ekoye no eka ya na say ye omo sake nkrofo bia na omo ye NPP fo na when they were sacked bimu ba bonte be kasa ye say time na nado wo de Bawumia eba no omo kaso omo mpe no because Bawumia wonye NPP ni wo mu hia no no mo se na nadu dan kwa Akufo-Addo ka kire mo say mesramo abrantia no wonye adwuma ewo Bank of Ghana as deputy governor. If you really want to help me, some person mo boa me na me wini a some person mo boa me na me tumi di nkunimu a na mamamu ani simi yi a mama me mfa Bawumia nya me running mate because enuoma ekoso no sadie economy ni sitia no the way ya Bawumia site ekonso no and the way ya wasini made wa economy se ho no mama me de Bawumia bata me ho a Ghana sika sembe gina yi etu mampani na nadu dan kwa Akufo-Addo ekopie Santa Maria no wakache Ghana fo nyina sai Sidi na ya hata. Wasi wenu maba. Oma be say yesika sem. Sidi na ya hata. Ahwani bianim. Eka hobi. Ana makwa Akufo Mamadou Bawumia. Se wama boame. Ni yesise yesika sem no. Na yenye sidi ya emu odubiam. These were the words of your man penny and another danko. I told you the last time, say, Lydia Sayram Al Hassan, and the Nikuna Wu, our Yawasu West to gone. Yakoba election, instead of Nanado to promote Lydia Sayram Al Hassan, Nanado rather promoted Bawamia. What can I say? Bawamia, Bawamia, one no. When young couple, we are sending the Yanina, a senimu. And to Nanado don't cook for a general watching, a Bawamia. Because you be an Nanado a Genimua, a basic sam toto ya, a Bawamianomics, and the one another trim. At your man Pania Kufuado no, when in perfect say, what the Bawamia Bacana ho. Ama wa yesidia emu odubiam ana bawamia say wa ya digital. The man is not serious. Bawamia nim ne wakeka. I am going to prove to the whole world say about digitalization we need to give glory to John Dramani Mahama. To John Dramani Mahama. Now, I am going to prove to everyone. Mamika se mintremo. Owura John Dramani Mahama. Wabra baye mampanino. Wayane se. I was say yaboa. Na sikasam toto ye etumi koso. Na se no. Yenya another form of economics biya. And no eye digitalization. Na sa digital economy no ana ebumu enti ukoma no nia dia oye Twitter dia oye YouTube dia oye TikTok dia oye Facebook dia oye Gmail dia oye WhatsApp. They are the richest in the world. That is digital economics. Enti yenye ne dai na yanso yatumi nya mfaso ho enti owura John Dramani Mahama ye ne se ye wo ahoma bia e wose ye de wura asase ase wo say emre bi twa mu no samo kai a ye mobile phones se na wo yusu a ye obehu an say wo bia internet asabre no na G ani E ana na wo so na G ni E no ebe twane ho eji ba ko obabie no wo betumi akonsawam atoso adusuhum akodi fufuo awie aba na jini yi no na omumiyeye eto Owura John Dramani Mahama hu ne sai si ebetumi aye oman na mana yeyi a jini yi no yemfanya economy eti samo kai a emrantia ne mabawa no na you cannot work with your phone unless you go to cafe. Hello? What me there? Nana okumangra you want. Me na matrasi no. Eti na just so kwa cafe. Eti mrantia no bete no waso me kwa cafe. Me kwa cafe. Ana John Dramani Mahama say. Yanya ni dan yetumi avoid this thing. Ya emabim. The best thing na say. I was here this is a paguna kwem. It has a seven a day. And Owura John Dramani Mahama lay ahoma. Your friend fiber optic. What the fast say. And no nema internet and ye strong. Now Owura John Dramani Mahama will lay fiber optic no. I will eastern corridor no. What the fast ha. And the copy bako. And the copy sroho. Na sabra na left. No we waya right ni wie ya no Owura John Dramani Mahama wa lanche ye wo bia no ahoma no travel ye by 800 kilometers and the fastest ase eno na ma ne wonya 4G internet without them utumi bia ma ne ye ayo Owura John Dramani Mahama na Owura John Dramani Mahama wie ya no opa hontoma Mahama on Eastern Corridor Mahama on Eastern Corridor. Mahama on Eastern Corridor. It will be a tear, will be a some Owura John Dramani Mahama. What did you got? no owura John Dramani Mahama on Eastern Corridor owie ye no obi ye no olante ye no so mu no enuoma esiye Eastern Corridor Mahama on Eastern Corridor Mahama on Eastern Corridor Mahama on Eastern Corridor Mahama on Eastern Corridor owura John Dramani Mahama and what the internet fast asase what the internet wura asase ase and the to Ghana ha nyina and obi so ya digital na munti asema owura John Dramani Mahama kai.
So in my speech, a quotation I made during the State of the Nation address, and this was in 2015 in February in Parliament. And I said, quoting, I wish to report that the Eastern Corridor fiber optic project has been completed. The overall optic fiber installation is over 800 kilometers. The fiber has also been extended to the University of Health and Allied Sciences. And this project will open up the Eastern Corridor to the information superhighway and offer not only teaching and learning opportunities, but also bring the digital economy closer to the people living in this area. And so today, the Eastern Corridor fiber optic is a reality, as I reported to Parliament. We have developments that are tangible, and there are developments that are intangible. Developments that are tangible are those that we see brick and mortar, and we see iron rods and everything, and we can touch it and say, yes, development has come to our hometown or to our region. But there are developments that we cannot touch because that cable is buried 1.2 meters in the ground, and so we can't see it. And yet the effect and revolution that it would have on our lives is far more than any brick and mortar you can have. Because communications is driving the economy of the world today. And so if a government invests 38 million euro to open up an information and communication superhighway in an area, it is far more rewarding than any concrete, iron rods, or brick and mortar you can have. And so that is the value of the asset you are having today. This is a fiber optic network that, as you've been told, travels for 800 kilometers, starting from here, Ho, all the way to Boko in the Upper East region, and then connected to Accra to the data center, and through there to the rest of the country. When I came here this morning, we went into the switching room to take a look at the servers that are driving this optic fiber network. And we significantly had a teleconference with two of my ministers. The first video conference was with Ms. Hannah Tete. She was sitting in her office at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and we called her and had a video conference. We talked with her, started very clear pictures, very audible sound, good quality communications. And then from there, we called the Upper West Regional Capital, WA, and we spoke to the Deputy Minister of the Upper West region. And there again, very good quality communications, good sound, good video, and it was a very inspiring thing. This fiber optic is going to allow us to do a lot of things. As I said, it's 800 kilometers long. It is going through 120 communities, all the way to our northern border. And it is going through 20 districts. Now, in every district, every public facility is going to be connected to the fiber optic. And so for every district, schools, hospitals, district assembly offices, police stations, you know, just name it, every public facility in the district is going to be connected to the fiber optic. And so it means that we can do e-government, we can do our internet, we can do e-learning, we can do e-health. I mean, any application that we want to do, we have the opportunity to do it now because the infrastructure exists to carry it. Fiber optic can carry video, it can carry voice, it can carry data, and it gives you a huge, what we call a broadband.
John Dramani Mahama. This was the beginning of digitalization in this country. I have already told you, you have nothing to show. You are just an empty vessel making noise. John Dramani Mahama, and the cable at your first assay. I'm on the internet. Wunyabi. Now I'm your internet ye cheap. Or say no. One penny my internet in your cheap. And the internet ya de kasa ya de ya kono what to move by 50%. Winim, we are saying no the most expensive internet on earth is Ghana. Obi a one no see so ya digitalization. Wabra nim say digitalization ya the internet na ye. Na wapaja internet boom. Wabra se ya me no kasai. Okọ America street nyina, kuro no nyina no e free Wi-Fi. Ye here no phone connected. Free Wi-Fi e wo kuro no mu. Baba wo me yanko ma internet aye more expensive e wo Ghana ha. When you could do a catch a Ghana for say digitalization, you are not a serious man. You are not serious. Look, let me tell you something else. I'm saying for French. There is something again. Yeah, I see ye. And mammy me when you were home. Oh, John Dramani Mahama, yes, I did no. What they are now to the Casamua. What second BM say? We'll connect internet no. We'll connect fiber optic no. At the ba Accra. Now be Accra Digital Conference Center ewo. Ya be hwe a dan no ne yawura inside. Enti yanhwe digital center no, yanhwe inside. Yanwuram. Accra Digital Center. Yahwe. Ana ekono eni. This is the digital center. Miriam, why a day way? I know where John Dramani Mahama say yes say. Digital one Ghana hani no na we ya me ha. Etuma to me build it up. We be your internet. We be receive phone calls. We be your BBA. Na we ya ne sa a day way. Enuma na womu no mrantia na womu no bi mu sua djuma na bi mu sua djuma na bi mu nso ye djuma. Omuni. I don't know. What you say? Affordable, accessible infrastructure. Look at this. This is what John Mahama did for digital. But why you dying? You show a new sano. I did how. And my digital. Mama say me a digital man. What about Ghana has some digital and some economics? Yes, me kasem. And then you buy your digital. This is the beginning of digitalization. John Mahama see then we see. Me be prove to you. Some of me no. What can say obey e-passport? Look at this. Look at this. A dino inside. Owura John Dramani Mahama na ye edan na gu hosano. Me nua no mesramo. Mo maba wo me na adamo. Na ba wo me has nothing to show. He is just an empty vessel. Empty barrel making most noise. This is the building. John Dramani Mahama is here. That is Accra Digital Center. The whole digitalization we any. Eti ba omi abadi apa wo ba ha. Ba omi abadi apa wo internet ho a. Abadi apa digital ho a. Anything about omi abaka digital wo di ka ba ha be bisa. This is the building. Kenu ma wom. Edanini. Minuanom. Let's praise John Dramani Mahama. Let's thank God say we have John Mahama as our president. Let's thank the Almighty God. Say we have had a person like John Dramani Mahama, who was the president and wants to come back, and wants to return. But when you can digital, my digital, my digital, my digital, my digital, my digital, why you digital, what hang? With him digital, with him a quiet fast away. John Mahama kasa what the home fast as But me aba ya sase ase ahoma be na de fa ho. Afa ya wura system ni wo bia hwa bi. This is Accra Digital Conference Center. Mini anom. Eya mesremo. Mumma wo bi na adam wate. Mumma wo bi ntwan tronkyram wate. Dr. Ekospio Gabra or block wo ha. Owura John Mahama or block wo ha ba omi oni block wo ha. Because enyo no na yeye. Omi block because enyo na yeye. What am hore? Digitalization in Ghana. Omi hore. You jawanum sadabia numja, papa numja, and the how. Me digital. No, you digital. I've done digital. I've gone to digital. Digital. You are just an empty vessel. You are just making noise. You have nothing. Oh, it's Mesra Ghana for say. We are John Dramani Mahama no. Sabe wa mebo Ghana bro. Adie bia wa Ghana have fapem eye John Mahama. So me start say me prove a. Me prove no ma bia ba o me atro de we book no mu a. We yam beso. Na tom na bia ya me timi trase ni ma bi sa say na ba o me akra de na ha no. Adam man no hwan na ha ne saa. Ada ukogina ho a wo kasai wo pretetetetetete ba o me ho pretetete asa komesi ne so. Cool down. Cool it down, Bawomia, cool it down, Bawomia, cool it down, Bawomia, cool it down. Why? I John Dramani Mahama block. John Dramani Mahama ne blocking. John Dramani Mahama ne blocking. John Dramani Mahama ne block I didn't do to Sony. Mumi Saba Omia say. Accra Digital Center or block ho. When him kwanya digital fa so ba Ghana ha. Ye cable ben na odi afa fam. Wo ba ye cable ben mami Ezlo usubidi ho yawo. When na we minister in charge. What Bawomia is saying as if said jama wonya hwe. But you are the minister. Minianom, mami ka se mintremo. Won se Bawomia be ka se be e-passport. Ya passport no ya wo mre. Ha na wo adan we mu obi a wire passport your pen fast be ha na oba e wa ha Ekospio Gabra block ni we Ekospio Gabra ne block no so block ha Dr. Oheneba Boamah Bennie na minister, he was in charge, he built all these things. You block we wura mu a okwa no ho a wo be hu say e wo ho passport e wo ho be ya passport no e wo ha. Ate, maybe your passport no ha. How your passport no? How your passport? Your passport, the fast. A passport ya any passport, maybe your passport ya catch up say. When you're fast, they say no apply online any. I don't know. Who apply online any in Abaha? John Dramani Mahama ne. What? Ori no yam raka ho. LI 1111 and where some run account about Ghana card because who say no you left from this scenario ha nana me tiao me wia the boss back up Francois I tell you me nya wie pa na chiro ba bi obenya bi na de enya mini ahini no magia betre TV so emu odu papa okumangra wow. Look afa yewura Bawomia ensem no awakaye no. I want you to listen to this. Bawomia say ene because of ayinti digitalization ti kaya yefo anya kaya ye bi but I am just going to prove to you another one about Baomia Mamia Yasana Kaya Force. Baomia Mamia Yasana Kaya Force. But money can't hear Baomia or Casafa Kaya for. Untieno. What say? Many Kayas don't use a pan now because of digitalization. Epamacho no Bawomia video no anani mamia yase. Na man for so hair pan. Any kana for da hono. Bawomia mamia yase. Eti Bawomia say, kaya your phone you should hair pan biam because of digitalization but ne mamia yase. Kaya your phone aswa hair pan e de kokofa ho. E de koda Bawomia say. Adi ko jam na yie akwakyere ase sabe remfo de ye de ne pan ye de so no ba omi ama me yi aseni ba omi ama me yi aseni ba omi ane ma me yi aseni eti ba omi ase digitalization ti kaya ye fo so apa na da so omo no eye bokiti ya so omo na bankun ya kaya di ba yi ase. Bawomia empty. Yes, empty barrel make the most noise. And that is Bawomia. He is just an empty barrel. We making noise keke. Na sasa Bawomia samna kogana fotrim. Enti Bawomia kasa yentie biem. Let me show you something. Dr. Mamadou Bawomia. Owura John Dramani Mahama say obefa minister. Not more than 60. Owura John Dramani Mahama say obefa ministers not more than 60. But Omiyanso say obefa ministers not more than 50. Now kaya yefo de en kwame samra so bi. Mama yamisa say ba Omiya beba no. Wakasa kaya yefuo besi hostel amom. Enti se kaya yefuo etiemia. Do you believe in Bawomia? Abreno. Na Bawomia mo ayi lady bi. No wokumase. So no ye head of Kayayis. Na wo friend wo phone so a. Radio so na TV so a. No de gu Owura John Dramani Mahama so. So mo de ombeto o maba. E de ama obi a obesi hostel amom. Ene Bawomia bae. Yemi say the hostel no e wo hen because my check from the achievement of Dr. Mamadou Bawomia and I have not seen that. Me who ye because enuoma Dr. Mamadou Bawomia aye no. Wane na ban aye no. Me who ye. Na Bawomia si wo ye mate. Mo hwa Bawomia ni o emame. I am going to prove to everyone say Bawomia wanya mate. Bawomia ye co-driver. Wane na domi ye na driver car na Bawomia nya mate. Bawomia catch Ghana for so ye mate or your trofo. Or your trofo nya mate. Bawomia na domi ye na twi car no. Okay. Say na do ni Ghana ho na ye president. Na do ni Ghana Bawomia na ye president. Enti sa driver etumi ja car mawo. Wabra woni ho an wo yare aspem ma utwia. Wada Roma, are you not part of the driving group? Muntie na nado dan kwakufo do obeka sem bia fa Bawomia ho. Bawomia nanim achievement ananado aye nanado wonim ade a waye. Eti mama yemisa sentiment no ana wonim de amaye. Ya wo driver anim ne ye waye no. Anu wanya kukudro beka ta Ghana for sa babu wonim wo hwe no. Muntie asem ananado beka fa Bawomia ho. Muntie nana Bawomia ye den.
Me ma base me ba be dada Ghana for. Ye ma me ka se me pese me nyina, ye se me tumi nye. Na me yenda de ni your true for. Se mo ye ka fa me o mo kai. Se mo kai bi la. Bawumia ni o, bawumia no. Yakupon de we ase adwinyina ahyenu. I said that I your paper to show that 41 promises made by the MPP and its presidential candidates within 2 years, 41 have already been fulfilled and delivered as we speak now.
The power child Ghana for. Bibi Samo say. Achievement no why and was said that ye paper at the man and I do say why. And I do buy no be catch Ghana for say. Me na mayana. Na nadu anka say. Ma achievement amaya me beda na di atremo. Na nadu say bawamia aseda ye paper. 41 achievement within 2 years. And 41 ya waye. Bawamia na nadu say washeda aye paper. Washeda aye paper. Washeda ye paper. Washeda trese. Wanyini yam atwene buase. Wapaya kwan so. Aye. Se wade betre na wobia. We are mates. When we achievement in paper. It means you are the driver. Nanado Teono, Akufuado was not the driver. You were the driver. Bawomia. Stop deceiving Ghanaians. Now Ghanaians are fed up with you. Ghana for near beer. Yahu one texano. Yahu saw your truth for one kind of crack. And Ghana for say we are not going to listen to you. Ghana for say about Abama Jomahama. Yabatu Abama dear one can ye. What can want to me yet? We treatment about me as why. We were paid 15 of their document. Now, yane honorable Ajemensa Ebaha. Ebedin komo. Now, you know honorable Ajemensa by an Obeka road. Yami ya do a Tuesday, you better boning in aso. And then we have a boss mogu tie. Min yandom Ghana for me sign esremo. Mama mi sama de we. What say? Ba wo mia eyo trofo ama onka no kre. Na etom na bia metumi dra sedin na ba bisa say. Oh, why is ba wo mia doing that way? Oh. Mokai say Ghana debt to GDP. Ba wo mia mo ye plastic massage at the brain. And now we mo IMF no IMF catch mo say go back. Nesika majeje the amuma institutions jeje ya the amoje ya in the name of others no momwa sika ni nyina no fanka mo ka because ye ka eto obebu ani nyina no o de call ye no ne ya debt to GDP aye 103%. Ana IMF say edoso dodo nti yan samra na esomete ba wo me ba tro ni book no enro awakasa wo twantro na me wo page 6 paragraph 14. They can't adhere be or ladies and gentlemen, the good news is that the data shows that the economy is recovering from the crisis we face. But when we say only data be a woman, say economy no recover. Yeka economy medical tetre say economy simple and the bottom. Economy ni baby abiem. Wo what hono. Wo economy and the bottom. Okumangra me economy and me bottom. And to be economy and the bottom. And to sa wo de wansa way adi wo economy ni mu a ekosi de enso. The abese so no and the abeka say ampa wo economy aye fine and enye fine. And the economy na sase recover oboto no bibia sase e ba mu ana. Etia ye da na ba wo mi ase e recover yi. Na recover wo hin. Ana cement buo abafom ana. Ana anwea abafom ana. Tomatoes abafom. Bayire abafom. Adia na abafom. Ba wo mi ase At the end of the day, the pocket of the economy, was it the pocket is the economy. No amount of economic gimmicks or gymnastics and rhetoric can ever change that. So the economy is what? Pocket. That is the economy. Simple. Me economy in bottom. Me yiri dia me bottom. Me girlfriend me bottom. Me ma me bottom. Me busua me bottom. Baby a me nam bia no me bottom and ekyere me kono. Osu economy no bottom. Eti economy na sase recover. Na eda na bawumia twa ntro economy na recover. See, bawumia will say that because see to bagaya no enra na hye no ye ne yetos. What want to atade on top pabo. On top dia ni ka na otim ne ye aye dia. Ye ne yeto petrogum. Eti anya na se bawumia na nsa ne ye free shas ye se eyekes. Me de ye ekohweko. Because when you do an pen here, yes, sis, when you do ya, malnourished, and I'm what? When you do an pen here, we fruit do out 3 years to can, I'm telling you, sir. I'm 3 me and a cookie, and me a fruit, and I do a coffee. Mamma, and a to nature. Coffee, it's a material coffee, but about me at the end of the day. I had the dear Roswell. Economy is recovering. That was all. I say it's recovering. Inflation has declined from 54 in January to 23%. I know what Ghana Statistical Service on Obeko prison that. Can for your taba parliament. I know Obeka Ghana for say. At the end of the day, can for your taba and catch on say. At the end of the day, no. When him say enu by December, na inflation no ababedru 31%. My not take Ghana Statistical Service on one kodwam no. Yeah, what in the office and the cuckoo figures no. Ebe catch Ghana for say inflation swate about 23%. Ba America bo kwa na ekọ. Moto bo mu kwa na ekọ so. Body bo kwa na ekọ so. Nuoma bo kwa na ekọ so. Ene kosua. Ya no aya ba ko yese. Usi. Ya noa ba ko ye 3 series. Ya tia baby ye 3, baby ye 3.5, baby ye 4. And so catch ye say economy ne ba from. What see inflation ba from? And the inflation ba from 23%. What is the difference between 15 and 23? Difference in yes. What 23? Every 15, every 23 ma I can say 23 9 8. It's a difference of 8%. John Mahama pencil. Now inflation no 15.1%. Wada Roma, near Toko Shiabako, 60 pesos. Etuano, Kesiano 80. And the Ankanya Shekran, Saka was a Kushia, Etiba Wednesday. Because maybe Abedano. That's a Kushia Panek. What is wrong with it? Okay. But was it inflation has declined? Was it economic growth is rebounding? London is under control with the fiscal deficit as a percentage of GDP has declined from 10.8% in 2020 to 4.2% in 2023. Was it the debt to GDP ratio? The debt to GDP ratio. The debt to GDP ratio. Oh, the debt to GDP ratio after increasing from 61.2% in 2019 to 76%, 76.6% in 2021. It is a lie. What's it say? I think about 60 days. But it's a lie. It's a lie. Minianum. Me de babies in a meka simbiatro and asema meka chira wona say. Wojiba wo me adina wuwu a eye wuwu anyam na maku. Ba wo me aye toxic, wo ye poison amanipa. Anytime I will accept any asem, ye free ba wo me ho e wo wasom no. Eku. Ew. Anytime I will accept any word from Bawomiano, a toxic substance. Words from Bawomia, a toxic. because obi nim say me no ka say income tax watum 35%. Income tax ya me no mienu usika ya ni tua okabo so me no wapagam be 35%. Tani pakura ne yakukuduro ka che me no wo say ikasam e recover. Wow. Ane yetua ngusie tax. Oman na say oman no enyina yi. Everything about this government Bawumia is a complete comedian. Bawumia anka I was say ya pe bibina ni ya boma no ne wosa ya de nnam kurum ni ya sade jeje nkrofo ani anka nkwada hu bawumia no mani ate apepepe na wosi ya bawu concept party because adia bawumia be gina hoka ye no 100% concept. But I am telling you, time. I mean, fat man no NC. I mean, the man no SC no. The man no ever see no. I mean, can't tell say. Now, when me a sign the catch a Ghana for say, Wabuama and ne, Enuama aye. But when me say seba railway oma ye bi chain obia wa Ghana ha. But I like brofo no mu yusu ye ne kire say na wonim ne ye woka. Was we have initiated or overseen ye ka say obia ye overseen na wahwe so ana wahwe amayaye. Enti wade wahwe amayaye ne kire say wona ye. Because was railway from Atimota to Nsawam and na me ne woka say Atimota to Nsawam to me for train emphaso because Atimota to Nsawam ya shase yi rewe ni nyina ton na de ya ton do asebebo ano enem mfaso eno soja ne bi frɛ me oso Oheneba me pa djuma na adwubia na me kofia me kwakoduru no be 10-11 na manfo yi na de no from Nsawam no mo yi na de no na minim sa ban no se yi ana hwan no se yi eti ba wo mi Atimota to Nsawam no enu no ya sky train ya na say aya asase train because asase so de ne de and ade ne yi aton adi enti emu ne wo he na kan wasem enu wo so o masa ya na da wan biem Accra to Tema ena Kojo Krom to Takwa. I've already told you say Kojo Krom to Takwa ye John Mahamad ya nya wo de e jem na ye we are from Takwa to Kojo Krom no and almost started from Kojo Krom to Takwa eti eno so no hwe ni ye ena amodiama contract eye Kojo Krom to Manso Kojo Krom to Manso Kojo Krom to Manso cry jam dia momo de ne Kojo Krom to Takwa yem se Takwa eno na muntumi nya ye no ena pementum pakadan eye owura John Dramani Mahamad railway sector ma ye no ha o minia etutumi ntwa ntobiim enu ma hodo e kai wo se oma ya ade bi ade bi emkra no wasa ye biim wo se oma ya kwanten wo bia fe polyclinics wo se we have completed here. We have completed. And you only see it, but they completed it. We have completed 18 district hospital. That was under John Dramani Mahamad. He built it. We had 80%, we had 90%. And not the free ho. No man now ho nam dia begum. Nti enyo no see it. And was say 2 regional hospitals and no so enyo no. Oh, and no se we a eka ho. Enya modia. And 20 polyclinics. Gomwa porting, gomwa de urampon. Eti sunkwa briwa e konfina kwa ene other ones enyamodia John Dramani Mahamad dia eti enyamodia and was say and 75 chip compounds so such chip compounds na wa modin na yamodia dia ene kura no mate say e leje kuku kuro ha ya e chip compound bi JMC ye okoboy na nam say ne dia wokoje ene o so mo mfa ma no man tokwa kurasi mo de ajapade awiwi a ame kire na na da kwa kufu ado say greenhouse no odini din kwato so no onyim free so greenhouse no a John Mahamad see your din kwato so no onyim free so no okọ e mani nemu anything after himself again me dem see star 274 hash star 274 hash select number 1 power SYZ minu ya men saka no na meche sika and na meche sika sika bebrebe flow mensaka star 274 hash na me tell sika na fadidi sika bebre ebe flow star 274 hash star 274 hash select number 1 power SYZ star 274 hash select number 1 power SYZ what select number 1 power SYZ we are na wetwa me no hima be di nkomo me wia me ba betra senema chew sika ama wodi gedi but ma memfa aseda emfa ema obi biara waka ho ne dwumadi yede aba hima akwa aba
Oheneba
nana okumangredi wamf
ayekese
okunredi no ye na wohwe se de mesi agege adamu ya ma hini na badodo
we de nka enwuma wo yamba abwanguma bi ma we nana bebe
oyi ma ye mo wura ni ni komo emfa anteke ba fonu pen ho
me da say anteke ba center for na asoma me eye nupa wo ma ye ho da ubo na ye bo eto de bia ye say wan kasa won kan nchen nkanfo no ho se ede enso me nua ma men kan kire wo hwe se otamfo ka wo kasa wo ne hwene enti ade papa wo no ya ma wo ne enya den nefa kama mansan hunu esa wo ade se de be ya yebuwa ne e wade pa yebuwa ka ho ena ha yen e wo antakeba center say obi nam no kra ni sisi waso ni sisi saa obi tenase no sori a ade so otene ni mu no kakran saa ansa na watimi agina krim ena obi kotodwe no wako ni mu no kra ni kotodwe saa timu se emu hwe no na obehunu se wo saa ohaw no anu si ana se baka se ni nu agubre na nsuso wo hwe ni panama ne bre ha dwen enu nti na antakeba center for eba bebo da Rachel se adepa wo ho adupa wo ho a ebo ban esansa yare intintena se ema wi ene agi empira wo fa wo nto dem ye meka ne se ye waduru a ye de garlic ankatwade ene nyankopon adupa a waya mayen ebi ya atosode ebi ya aduaba a ode mayen se yemfa se ho yare emu nsu papa na ewo mu de ne sesere ne beboa yaka ni nyina afa ene ye de aye edwuma efre ba ko Spanish garlic mixture afa ye was Spanish ginkgo capsules ene ye was Spanish garlic capsules it is all show screen no so ye nuro no nyina na ye de atwa me ho ahia no fa phone no na twa picture na e da screen so no okọ baby to wedru a no odo nsa siso aka sa dro we bi na mepe na ye yima won so a fa to won na hwese de wo kan ye na eno a na ye yama wa na ye dro no din eye Spanish Spanish Sparnis yenro eboban na santu yare ase ya de garlic ankatwade enema papa eboa manipadua pomodin gya ne naso na aye eboa se de be ya sade bone a ewowu mogyamu a esisi emogya kwama mogya ntimi ne afrisane no ebe na ne nyina eboa se mogya ne mu be ya ha enema mabosu yuhu ne kakra bia na se bia yare bi mowo emi yenche wontena se nkyere wade aye wo no enti ka ubu na bofia na saa niema wei ebisi wu nipaduam se sade bone e fre ne bad cholesterol adoso ewo nipaduam a ne nsankyere ne edi ewo wo ho no ye fre ne yare obi wo ho ansankyere ne no ni nyina da edi wo ne ho obi nso ho ebu baako ene edi ewo ne ho obi wo ho emu mienu anam yensa eno ne ye fre ne yare no enti sansa bad cholesterol adoso o mu toxic wo se efri wo mu ni nyina da so timu mu no ensunsanso ede beba no ye bebubo ni nyina mako a kire wo se sa wo hawe ene de aba enti bebu aduru amanatu wo haw na se the root cause of oyare no na aboa ama ohawo a eno ne yensenkyere ne ana e kire se ade we atechema anaso wo hawe ya ba no na afri ho eno nti se de animde akwa animu na antakeba center yuso nanotechnology ade chi enuoma pa ai ko nipadua mu saw yare ntem no yahunu ena yede aba ntititene na se binimde no so no bisna duro baako ena se yare ahodo bebre mame nchew se yare eye nsenkyere ne e kire se bibi atechema ewo nipadua mu ade na ebetechima no so etimi da ne ho adi e wa akwa wodo bebree so enti ya ma na enye onwonwo bebree Spanish garlic mixture Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish ginkgo capsules nyina ye de ya your doctor number ni 0266 11 0266 11 4111 0266 11 41 11 o first number we anasa send a WhatsApp a your doctor no bedi nkomo na ohaw bia efa yare ana wapomude ho no wanyamre achechim so bad cholesterol dos na moja ntimi nie frusane na emoja kwan no esi ana eye hiehia eno no ena ya na ede yare ba obo wa ni sisi ogene ho anye ena ye nuanom mema ye papa nom ni ofanom bi nsusu wo ho no mo a yitira anya ye entini no ba bi kokose ye na eye ne bema ena wo hu se de enti ya na mani ka ko ba bi a ye be mema no bema no gina no bebre ni se sa bema na ewo no nyina ye ntini bebre ena beboa no ewo ho enti anka benkum ebeka nifa anka nifa ebeka kasra ebeka ase enti wan hwe yi a na bema na djojo so what to say you say stroke ebiye obi a eba se entini a ekọ na adwen ho no emusi na epaye a eno na ye stroke na ye se moja nwuna gu ni tirimu nti wantimi ankasa bio eno de wate entini ne nya adwen ho nko na ekọ ebi ba wo nsa ebi ba wo nan eno nti na stroke ne chi obi a obi ano chia na ne fa adwojo obi wo hono mu a afa be wie na nka otimi nante ba ontimi ma ne nsa so obi so ma ne nsa so but ontimi nante ene wa bebre na techima woni pedua mu a eden santreni ba entimi bisa wo se ho a woni so briwu ana ho no mu asa bibia ye ozim ana ho asa wiase ahyeku kakra efa chokoto Spanish garlic mixture do no binom ebe yi wo ha no firi ho so wutie mi a bibisa wo se wotena se kakra e ma ona ase ye dudu ana koto Spanish garlic mixture do no binom bibisa wo se kokete so utumi da se wuntumi na koto Spanish garlic mixture adroni binom yedro no aye de ehwe ohawo aba nipaduam ama wuntumi na no enti enye na adro na nkwa akotena si achi ada no na mom oda kete so na wow stay calm na nana fa oboko woda so a woda kama don hwere bebre ansa no wani ate eno ne friend nakan eno ho dwuma na Spanish garlic mixture eye enti ye nom e de drive na mo mebra wa wi obi bia wato kete so opesa woda no na nana fa kama na watimi ada deep obi ho a woto ho no nko obeda enso kakra bi obo britane na niti a ontumi nna bio woto Spanish garlic mixture na no aye bedi Christmas na mkase ye hya senye ye ho dro samre na ye bedi Christmas ye de ahoden fufuro bi ye adwuma ye na Christmas ni mu nsuso no na insesank ye de ba home aye aerobics ni ade no na ya san so ediguso ene na ye nam campaign ye friend sen conventions ahodo ye fi woni ye kɔ ha na ye didi ye sra nkrofo ne ye nom enti ni nyina na aboaboa yare ano amanfo se weda ne sesen de yare na aba enye weda no nko a weda no de ka ba ye dry kakra bi ne ade but waboaboa ne ma bebre a akane na wonye bra wo bre no wanhome na asan de junk food asan piano ensa enye de eboro nko a wo emu dokodoko de no ne susu timi ma yare ene waboaboa ni nyina no nti ne na yare ni beyi ne ho ye student a woti afuto no kopɛ Spanish garlic mixture no me no ene prepre wona mo yare bi anka no nanso so yesi achia na mui esi akasabebu nyina de oba bi eto aduro na hu se de ato screen so no de garlic ene anka atwade eda ho no ye friend Spanish garlic mixture e aduro nso e wa akoto mu to ye aduro no so afa ho hwebo nsa rere bi wo ho ena aduro no so ne box no bo se ba bi amem kom saa e ho no do nsa fo bo se yes e ho ahye da mema kom aye ho green ena che so wato ade papa no misra kwa hyene nso se obi mfa asorokwa ena ne wa chenchena Spanish garlic mixture eyaduro ma eyaduro ma mema oba menses emmayie onomu a eboa ma menses ni flafo menses ne ebedu time wo se ba no wonte hwe yo na abese cost 5 days 7 days etwa eno ano no wade wo ho ema yare bi antena wase na waye kama na face awo na wo pa nyame tumi mu ni nyansa mu menses me bayie na ye kama na fe nyame atumi ato uyefunu ama wonso watimi awo ba ni bi enti aboa mema no mo mutimi si power no na eboa ma no so mo so goalkeepers papa ene obo ya atwom no wache no na fe ama anigye abafie ene na mame kan kyerwe esese wutie me na ya catch us of blood sugar akosra adu ebeboa ma receptors se wo nipadua no mu aye n'adwuma na timi ehunu baby wo so de sugar no koto na bibia ye kama ama wo no Spanish garlic mixture aduro ni ye papa esi me koto papa fo bi omobo ma ba so ase aduro no adu misuo no mpensuo no okansuo no nam se ne na watwi me de mani besi nsuo no because amafo lusu ade pa enti me pa cho nsuo no osi nsuo no no onom opepepepepepapa enti koto bi na wo so no na fa wo kan yebusua no ho yebusua na pomoden ahyemu ma e ma remfi say eno obi anum adura ye no ho yie Spanish garlic capsules ewo ho eye supplement a wo de Spanish garlic mixture no ho a mo wa ya resa eno wa ho bambo no ekosoro yie a wotimi to eno soso nko anom etese de wotimi to garlic mixture nko anom no wotimi to Spanish garlic capsules no nko anom na aboa ama immune system na akosoro se de be ya yare aboa e ba na akuno ana yare bi wo mu na wonum aduro bi a na my immune system na timi aso sa aduro no mu yie na timi e de asa yare adukro na soso wona yare a esa e wo nipadua nim Spanish garlic capsules yawo a refrigerator yes yen yesi eboka say yawo a refrigerator e pasa ukọ internet so na ka say ohwehwe health benefits of ginkgo biloba ubawuni say ahaban no eya adwene ho adwuma dia se wa high e ho asa ne yam hyehye no e ho asa bibi besi mesrobo modern na koto Spanish ginkgo capsules de na daka na green no e be ma adwena relax kaba e be calm down e be boase de be ya adwene memory no so mu bebie na wonu obi di nkomo asabi watimi enyanyansasam ade ayi ne nsam ano we mfi wo ansa na kodu fi abonsa sa kwa we kwa me yanka me ka se kire no e ho na den no amanimu aye na obi akwa ne baby Spanish ginkgo capsules e maskin ye fe e ye fem nti aduro bi a wonom sa wo de betwe no water Spanish ginkgo capsules ka ho nti wo twe no na no susu keep skin ne fem na ma wo skin na ansage obi anu meduru ache bo wie wanu no because amane we de na moamoa water Spanish ginkgo capsules na maskin no enye fem ena obi a wo honhon ya na wo pese obenya ho titru ni mema ebeti prostate enlargement wonom a ade bi a hono no na amanadwo na ama anika ebefie ebem wada ebem wakoma nso aye adwuma yi akoma na nya ahoden ama onipadua no asipi na asita your doctor number na da screen so no 0266 11 4111 0266 11 4111 assign your WhatsApp into to me the WhatsApp no record it and now throw my yen so ye ni beje so betwa mfoni no wonso a wahihye bi wo pharmacy na herbal center no hwamfoni no na fa wo location ka ho fama ye WhatsApp no so ye no obedi nkomo na me catch you say free next week iko no ye beka mo location na obi pedro no bi ato a waba ho aba beto Antec herbal center ye ho mawo.
Thank you very much Brenedru ya kwaba na maba betemu sika no into star 274 hash star 274 hash wunye ntwa ye twa wo de na mi twa me ho aba na waba na maba bete the first one no nipa wadi kan edie ena nipa bebrebe wuram it is star 274 hash select number 1 power XYZ na bowuram na sade tie bia no ene wonso woni beje ne wadidi ama hoto aba star 274 hash ne was selected one no your friend power XYZ obabi sa so person twa sen ba ko 5 cities mienu 10 cities miensa 15 and 9 20 last week obi the 30 Ghana edi 2000 cities etia na hwan and ono so baby this can be mensaka bitwa me ho aba tweme me ba sia
Masaka! Easy or your power for Masaka promotion. There isn't a big or you're big. Saturday power for Masaka promotion. More day I never dial star 274 hash. Star 274 hash. Area now choose power effort. Now select a number of drawer and put in zone Shim. Draw Krubia 5 Ghana cedis pet. The more as a Russia draw them and stand the chance able to marry in a big. Hey, you're big, you're big. Every week you saw your 50,000 Ghana cedis in a chair. Hey, 50,000 Ghana cedis. Lock off you, good deal last 274 hash. Masaka. Power for Masaka promotion. It's licensed and regulated by NLA on Caritas Lottery Platform. Kaida drawing Shashada home.
Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary. So many activities, all in the same premises. You visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting. They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have yourself.
How far we've come these past 30 years. Welcome to Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center, an award-winning and well-established health facility specializing in treating prostate-related diseases, male and female infertility, sexual weakness, erectile dysfunction, and a range of health concerns. Our state-of-the-art laboratories and equipment offer services such as digital X-ray, mammogram, 4D ultrasound, a fluoroscopy machine, and more. We have a well-stocked dispensary of herbal medicines, and not forgetting our fully equipped dental clinic where we perform excellent dental procedures. As we celebrate 30 years of serving our community with care and compassion, our team of experienced doctors, nurses, and staff will continue to support you on your journey to wellness. Thank you, Ghana, for entrusting us with your health. Here's to Medimosis Clinic. Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center, your partner in health, now and for the years to come.
Best Wine is your one-stop wholesale and retail outlet for all your original favorite brands of wine, liquor, champagne at unbeatable prices. You can get discounts of up to 15% off. We provide customized solutions for your events with our event planning and catering services. Buy your well-stocked hampers from us at great prices. Best Wine is also a major distributor of X Natural Mineral Water. Locate us at number 34 Ni Norte Nyanchi Street, Jowulu, or call 050-761-3900 for delivery or for more inquiries. Best Wine, caliber of wine and liquor at its best.
Once again, you sign atrase, and yene Ira Bernard Mona, and I no Asia. I was saying, Abbas Nuruddin, Ashanti Regional Communications Officer, my NDC. Also, Babeka and San Unyami Druye, into Abbas Bekahwa, ye didn't be room. Now, when you make a idea, ye bekoso, na yedi and Komonoa, a wahono. Ira Bernard Mona, dear, when the kind Ababeka and Sa, or by a cratcher, ya translated that. Now, and then ye war, a year, young father said, but we state of the nation address. Inti say state of the nation address so say edienyo okay o ka say obeda na ni suade hunu edi o ka say o no ani vision etu obeda vision no edi am obi ehu say ampa woni vision ampa ena yera Bernard Mona e wo ha yera akwaba
openyi maje so
na abokode ye
pompa e bonti etiase
ye da twedi ampo nyame ase
me ba ya o share ofugu nti o producer ka say me so media
aha they have me say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia state of the nation address or ne suade hunu the vision ene ne awareness a wo creating an achievement a waye ewo ho minim se eno a wo hwe bi ena wanya ne nkrata no nso bi akenkan bi yewura mu ani yeni nkomo ewo nsem a Dr. Mamadou Bawumia wode ebetu dwa no yeni can start from an achievement ya wo mu achieve so far enu ma wo maye ene ensem a wo kan ye so oye driver's mate we mate ena edina ba bedu ba bi edu ansana yate asimu akwakọ head the other side no eye na vision no a wo no so Mamadou Bawumia nsem ode atudwa
me da se bebre ma me nchia o em se afi nyina ye nchia ye
oh ya
me ma afi papa
na afi nkomati
2024 yi nyama endane na nyama ensesa na Ghana entimi pa pa enfra enura metie mi ankasa menua panyi Alhaji Dr. Mahamud Bawumia metie me ne nsema okan no na three things ena eba me.
Okay.
One, nipa aweyi ni penyi edi na aweyi na ama.
Bawumia ayi Akufo-Addo ama.
But I thought Bawumia has betrayed Akufo-Addo the trust and belief that Akufo-Addo had.
Why?
Why ni say the utie President Akufo-Addo am na obeyi Bawumia. Okay, say oyi economic whiskey. Oyi the economic messiah. Ono ena oba besie Ghana yesika sem. Efi say John Dramani Mahama any NDC. Mu fasika sem no e de kotu chen enko yi. Nti Bawumia was the solution to the economic problems that Ghana faced. Na se Bawumia eno na menua bi ye friend no Elijah Kipo Bakari.
Okay.
Okase Bawumia nsem na oye no. Ete se obi ayama head of department for economics. Na oye head of department for economics say umfa economics nyansa no enkyere nkora ufo say omunsua bibi na omokochura exams na economics no no mo afeli ye bisa as head of department ni enti a nkora no mo afeli na waka say wo the computer by enti wachire omo computer nyamesu. So you depart away from your core mandate as a head of department for economics and run to ICT.
Epacho jina haya ICT hono eho nyame na minye adwuma ketua we mra na obi ani age aba me nchen akwaba
pacho eja
wonene me 1000 Ghana bedi hono
pacho ai
Misaka ya from say na ka free
pacho say
ya from say na ka free
pacho e fere Abiba me ka free aboso kan
Abiba ka free aboso kan
pacho ai
what did be da na
pacho da bi when me first time
who twa sen
and me try 30 cities
and no twa 30 cities
pacho ai
and what did 1000 Ghana
pacho ai
Abiba who twa 30 cities na unim so obedi ska
pacho da bi
and what did 1000 Ghana
na di 1000 Ghana
Abiba ka bibi kire me enwumre ma mintie o
pacho say
be se ka bibi kire me ne ma hwefo ka bibi kire ye nako
ayo me sa ka je obi acha obi ankos no ncha
Yamishra Abiba Yamishra no yokese na sa sika no wadie no wode koyeden
yo kana ma din me rent asan ko kutia
wode kotia rent
me do be ka na me dia kotia
nyame ma wunya bebre nka ho ate
ami me da se
bye bye star 274 has no Abiba di ne de kotia rent wo so betumi ye de wudie it is star 274 has bowram Chani bebre na usu bedi sika star 274 hash select number 1 power SYZ now also ubedibi star 274 hash no was select number 1 no power SYZ also betumi atwa 30 betumi atwa 40 betumi atwa 50 betumi atwa 100 you betwa bia no obi di 30 Ghana di 2000 that was Thursday and a Tuesday and obi so the 30 Ghana di 1000 sisia also the same and they be the same beka ho na na matches ka bebre nipa bebre and they be di it beka ho yewra na o ICT
nti where are we head of departments for economics na ufo no mo feli
yeah
na economy no na kire se enkoye no afedia o se wadane ICT o the computer ba nti o kire o mo computer
yeah the computer to economics
nti at the end of the day no na kire se wan kasa no weti
mo
na ne ya in a representation they say Vice President Boamah afan say bibia in the past 7 to 8 years omo ye under the MPP ono no ye first wa appropriate bibia aka say as Vice President ono no ye wan ka say President Akufo-Addo na ye yo
yeah
wan ka say ministers na ye yo ono no ye
yeah
nti mebisa why the liberalization of the airways by Ghana
ebi yasese ono ye yo
da bio na eye adversalia mrem ena Tony Yabuamo omo ye advert mejina
bonte na mekasai mo
na eye Mobitel na Mobitel no eno na adane Airtel Tigo no
wow.
It was a adversalia.
So that was the first ever network
ever. And sana Ghana Telecom now and sana Space Phone ebaye.
Yeah.
And a Ghana Telecom the no ye done no one touch. Me see me ya me you see as a student. Me turn 360,000.
That was one touch.
That was Dabi Space Phone.
Space Phone. Wow.
But now the original price was 500,000, and net that is 50 Ghana.
50 Ghana.
Intermediate no is 36 Ghana cedis. I bought it 24 years ago. So I remember that was the free. Your friend said students discount and a But one touch, you know, and no crampono, you go and register. No wait to your sika asana omodia. That was how we started to use mobile telephoning in this country. And no Boamah no de buy.
Debbie.
And ye Boamah no de buy. Into Edward Saleh near de buy.
Yeah.
Yankase Rollins near de buy yo. Yankase Atamils near de buy yo.
Yeah.
You see Edward Saleh as Minister for Communications and Transport. Or no de buy.
Yeah.
So when we baby a media semnoko. Ebebe drew to Gabra and your mama. So they expanded even further into Space Phone, but then Space Phone Ariba.
Yeah.
You recall?
Papa.
Then Kasapa any no ebaye. Then Kasapa ebaye no. That was the time that data. That time no more modem. No more modem. Into Kasapa and the modem eba first. Then we started using modem from Kasapa. Na enye Boamah and also no yankase Rollins ana Atamils. Yakase Spio Gabra and John Mahama. No, your minister. Because these are minor things that you can credit to ministers and not credit to. Then Haruna Idrisu Mobile. Haruna Idrisu Baya no abaye fiber optic. They laid fiber optic from Oko UDS campus. The whole place is littered with fiber optic. What you say? From UDS all the way to Ho, primarily to Ho, is littered by fiber optic. Inti Haruna Idrisu ebe ye as minister na Oheneba Boamah ebe twaso with the creation of the centers no. We credit Oheneba Boamah, we credit Haruna Idrisu. Yamfa ade no ankoka say John Mahama ana emisa ata eno mo ye. We give it to the ministers. Eba ne say na ene seba digitalization na Vice President Akufo-Addo say ono na oye nti Minister for Communication no onti Na Mr. O, yeka digitalization asem no. They importi ena yen vice president waye. Because hardware no, computer no, and your vice president no de buy it. Software no, and your vice president no de buy it. Internet na ye using and your vice president no de buy it. Answer ye babeka mobile money interoperability no me see in 2006 na mimiti Kenya. 2006 na miti Kenya. 2006 na M-Pesa ewo Kenya. They were doing mobile money interoperability. So when you sit down, na nkwara dia adia omo ye no, the vice president come and say onunti ena eba omaimwa. You don't get the head and tail. In fact, mobile money transfers started with MTN in Ghana. Omusu kosuya efi Kenya through the M-Pesa system and omo de baye and omo ye. MTN no, vice president na de baye. So how is the vice president claiming away from the economy NTR President Akufo-Addo de baye? Say come and be a vice president. Na economy no, inti fan into bampa no, economy na apro. As we speak, economy na apro. Na ye yan say we share paragraph 16 of the vice president's speech. Okay, say the GDP growth rate is propelled by the agri sector GDP growth. So betimi akanya mamia. Paragraph 16. Inti oka asano, we share na oka say GDP o, and I don't understand this. Me as a development economist, baby aye ka GDP growth rate. What we the development economists here doing say, how is the GDP growth rate propelling economic development?
Well, say on GDP growth, it is worth nothing that between 2013 to 2016, Ghana's GDP growth rate averaged 3.9%. During our first term, 2017-2020, GDP growth rate increased to an average of 5.3%. Following COVID-19 and the global slowdown, Ghana's GDP growth declined to an average of 4.9 between 2017 and 2022. What is remarkable about this performance is that, notwithstanding the global economic crisis from COVID-19 and Russia-Ukraine war, economic growth under our government is still stronger on average than under the 2013 and 2016 era preceding our coming into office. What was about how I say the stronger GDP growth performance in the 2017-2022 period is underpinned by a strong agriculture GDP growth, which increased from average of 2.9 between 2013 to 2016 to an average of 6%, double between 2017 and 2022. We have made a lot of progress in agriculture, even though there is more to be done. Rice imports.
They need GDP ankasa.
That's gross domestic.
What is
product.
Gross domestic product?
Like GDP.
Inti Chinese for ni omoye wo Ghana. Indian for ni omoye wo Ghana. Lebanese for ni omoye wo Ghana. Americans ni omoye wo Ghana. Ghanaians ankasa ni yeye wo Ghana. Yesisa ni nyina ne yeka boma. Eno na eda ni GDP. Right? Mamenfa Ghana telecom sector no kwa.
Okay.
Na menchire obibi. Vodafone Ghana for there.
Yeah.
There.
Now
Vodafone Telecel.
Okay.
And Ghana for there. MTN Ghana for there.
There South Africa.
Glo Ghana for there.
Nigeria for there.
Tigo Airtel there.
There.
And to take every mobile service provider maimuno. Baku bi anya there.
Yeah.
But they no the voice and the data na ye using. It will be calculated sikadudwa na omo nyina omo nyawo no ye bet sisa ni nyina na omo aka say eno ka Ghana GDP ho Inti ye the calculation of GDP no na MTN afa ni sika or the cost Africa. Na Vodafone afa ni dia or the UK. Na Glo afa ni dia na or the ko. At the end of the day no ye ni hwe e wo man mu. So your GDP growth in the telecom sector has no benefit whatsoever on the life or impact on the life of the people of Ghana. I hope you get my explanation. Because who calculated GDP no master say almost cannot diako.
Sure.
So you are left bare because you don't own any of them. In the agri sector now all cano. Meaning say where to kwine. So who to kwine? I'm just giving you one portion of Ghana.
Okay.
Now oko mampong na wofa ejura.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Oko dru ejura. You see large tracts of farms. Indian for no mabafa. Chinese for no mabafa. Lebanese for no mabafa. They have fenced the large tracts of farms. Now oko dru ha. You see what they produce? They produce Indian foods. They produce Chinese food. Any kitwa for Ghana. Into agriculture no krampa ye dear. Na mo jai no. We have auctioned it to Asians. Enti omu produce side aduane no ewia. No mafa, no mo diako. Ban saying and GDP in agriculture is growing and yet kenke price ekoso. Yeah. Because that sector is not owned by you. The big farms are not owned by Ghanaians and they are not owned by the state of Ghana. Enti say otiho, then you use GDP as an indicator of growth. But you don't use GDP as an indicator of development. Your economy, you know, waiting. Wow. So, maybe I met it as a development economist. I don't look at GDP per se. Because who share GDP now? You look at GDP and its relationship on development and impoverishment. That's poverty. Yeah. But yeah, anytime our GDP is growing, the people of Ghana are becoming poorer and poorer and poorer. So as an economist, you should review whether GDP is a healthy indicator of the health of your economy. If you don't do that, next let's say your economist no book na work question, but in terms of practical manifestation, no, you have lost it. Wow. That is just on the GDP aspect. Then, Vice President, touted say, near omo aye COVID-19 ebaye. Russia-Ukraine ebaye. Yeah. And Rabia, we refi. Yeah, Israel, Gaza. Their war. It has impact on petroleum prices and the global economy.
Sure, yeah.
And yes, sir. Tsunami na ebaye ekunye niya Christian Achu in Turkey and also in Syria. It has impact on global economy. And yes, sir. So there are many other external shocks. Why are they limiting themselves only to Russia, Ukraine, and COVID-19? But answer on the COVID-19, Bebano, the IMF now, Vice President Enura Okotino, now IMF are catching and say the rate at which Ghana was borrowing excessively under Kenoforata, Boamah Bennie Akufo-Addo, Ghana was going to run a debt crisis. Was the IMF director, managing director, Kotu say? Was it this is a crisis like no other? Pandemics don't respect borders. Neither do economic shocks they cause. The outlook is there. We expect global economic activity to decline on a scale we have not seen since the Great Depression. Inti utie ni okano ansa na IMF wo omobeka sa ansem yi no. Yeah. No ma da edikan aka kire Ghana for say hwe Kenoforata. Debi a se okope pesia. Besia na okope no na wayeye na Ghana na ehia ana ohia akanye no. Saa ndie no ebe maye asem kese atoyam. The IMF predicted the difficulties we are going to face. COVID-19 bad abay. 2020. Answer na COVID-19 bebano. Na Ghana's economy had already taken a nosedive. Na Ghana's economy had already taken a nosedive. When Ghana's economy had taken a nosedive, no problem that Ghana is facing now is what? Is debt crisis. Yeah. The problem that Ghana is facing now is debt crisis. Yeah. Debt crisis yi ama young Ghana for The whole world though, obia ewo ne sika na ontimi enye bibia no akọ government your friends say securities na wato or you are assured say the ebeba bibia no usika beba. Omo amukoto government securities, they have suffered a consequence in Ghana.
Sure.
And then our friend will say it year haircut. Say usika no awdi akoto ho no sika no krampo onya mfaso na anka sika no so bede baba no onya time na anka yese omuntu ama wo no yentua because ye ni sika. So you have to suffer a consequence without your authorization. Because we run into a debt crisis. Now you will not admit that contrary to nia okaye ema Ghana for say una waye juma e wo Bank of Ghana pen.
Yeah.
Na unim say sika bia e say Ghana mfa enye na ejuma no e wo man mu. Na sesia no wa befa oman na Kenoforata went on a spree of borrowing, and you could not tell Kenoforata say Bank of Ghana hono sikana unim say wo hono e wo onko fa no. Then they ran the economy aground. They ran the economy aground. Then you somersault and tell us say Dabi Russia Ukraine
and the COVID
bombs now more to Russia Ukraine no. When we say ebi abesi chebi
bi mahada
and ebi abesi incline and ebi akosankana, there is no one single bomb that has landed in this country. But Russia economy is better. The Ukraine economy, baby are bombs no AC baby are mokono. They are better. They are managing their economy away because they were not engaged in reckless borrowing. Why are you not admitting this? Why is the vice president not admitting this? Na yewo. Now, what I say, in looking forward, you are coming to abolish some taxes.
Yeah.
Vice President, na odi fana na akufado nano. And now the kasa say, we'll move this country from taxation
to production. Yes.
Mobile taxes upon taxes upon taxes upon taxes. And now, Vice President, what's the COVID-19 about?
Yeah.
Akum nipa ya ama nipa yariye nipa omo sign omo yariye no. You claim that you are coming to give us free electricity.
Yes.
You claim that odi nso eba be mayen free water.
Sure.
Na baby a omo ni pipe-borne water no. Mo say mo the tanker services baba. Ubisa amount for oil omaimwa. There was no tanker services of water.
Not at all.
Na baby a omuni insuo no, they were dealing with boreholes. So you provided free borehole for them.
No.
If the boreholes were mechanized, they had to find a way to ensure that they get their water.
Sure.
At the end of the day, you came back and imposed taxes. Yariye atunyang, yemubi ewu. Then as a punishment, no, or as a solution from you, you impose COVID-19 tax levy. Say yes, and tuato, and for ma say yare aba, into ye tia yare no to. Then you turn around to say that COVID-19 levy is justified. Now, the most ironic thing, any e-levy as a my vice president, any e-levy and a parliament, ntokwesi no. For the first time in the history of this country, Ntokwa esi wa parliament.
Parliament, yeah.
Because of electronic transfer levy. Ya kan. Bi obiantie. Ena ye bisa say na enye ba omia ansa na ye ba be ye we no ena call Peace FM ena one Kwame sefa kan. Omukọ ye program na ka say dabi o. Mo ni de mo obi antax.
Mo obi antax ya.
Ena ye bisa say na ba omia wa hen ena omodi e-levy ba because omu ba be tax momo. Inti ba omia enka ho. Kojo opon nkruma ebeka say Baomia ena drafty the e-levy bill no
tape no ha ini
o say onu no drafty ye drafty e-levy bill no onu nti ena omodi 100 cedis your friend saying a threshold no e dey buy so that ohia for no omoso say why ye 100 cedis a day I betimi aba o say Baomia ena dey sa clause no shame anya sa ena Jombo Edu na aya otna cabinet mu na oye general secretary o say obetimi aka no authority say Boamah has been part and took conscious effort in the formation of e-levy. Intima obi anka say Boamah anka ho. You participated when me advise Akufo-Addo say e-levy no enye ene o say ye ma otumi a you are coming to abolish e-levy. When me anka kire say oh Ghana for monfa ncheme na me na me kotina say na me churo e-levy bill no. Me na me the threshold of 100 Ghana cedis no e de bae. But say see no matena say adwumu a me hu say sa e-levy no emfa kwan so. Yeah. You have not apologized. You are coming to tell us you are coming to abolish it. Abolish it in what sense? If it is good and it can be implemented today, then allow it to be implemented. Yeah. Because justice for Ghana and Arise Ghana, you can say any government that succeed Nana Akufo-Addo and the MPP must abolish. And I remember the NDC. John Sasiya dun ketia munyina eka say they will abolish electronic transfer levies. Sure. And then you are only coming to repeat what they have said. So it means that you in the government, you have always been wrong, but you are unable to admit it. Now go to emission tax. The emission tax. Say what koto petrol. And your friend say Usie. Yeah, Musie. Yeah, Musie. Musie no. Yekoto petrol no. Yekoto petrol no. O dey check petroleum price build up no. One of the things what petroleum price build up pollution and sanitation. Yeah, pollution and sanitation. Yeah. Pollution ne dey. Me ba beto petrol. Answer no meto petrol no. What charge me say in Wusie because the pollution is coming from the petrol I'm coming to buy. And also pollute to air no. What you say? The same. What the kind a charge me? Sa sika no. Ma beto petrol ni a media gu me moto mu, media gu me car mu, media kwashe me generator no. Na wa sign aba say and also your pollution tax, emission tax. One say one particular item. What your friend say? What changing it? Or changing it into agenda twice. It's for pollution, double taxation, and emission. What is the difference? It is the same item. You are taxing me answer na metono. What taxing me? Meto we are media go me moto no. Na o sign abe taxing me. Yeah, list of taxes on fuel, energy fund levy, sanitation and pollution levy, prices stabilization and recovery levy, energy sector levy, special petroleum tax, road fund levy, energy debt recovery levy, unified pricing petroleum fund, primary distribution margin, bust margin, fuel marketing margin, a marketers margin, dealers, retailers, operations margin. So it is sanitation and pollution levy already. Yeah. It is already there. So when you are coming to talk about emission, the emission is already captured in the petroleum price build-up. Let's say, oh, budget 2 times on the same item, pollution. But Nanu ya omoko COP, COPS 24 and 23. Omoko you know, developing countries including Ghana. Then omoko kanya. Omoka said their emission level is low. Into countries to say the US, China and others no, they have to pay. Yang the UN agreed that they will be paying us sika for low emissions in our country. It had any sika. Inti sesiano omu babe me sika because we are not emitting enough. Your friend saying Wusie. Then when we are going to get money from outside because here no, then the government of Ghana is taxing us. What is wrong? And Vice President, the most ironic aspect, and the one on free SHS. Who shall free SHS? I say they are coming to improve free SHS. Yeah. What is improvement? If you don't review, will you improve? No. So you are agreeing that free SHS must be reviewed. But now yeka say free SHS will be reviewed. You said that review means abolishment. But today you can come and think with free SHS, and then you think that it is good. Why are you not admitting, say, the free SHS as it is today is fraught with challenges, which challenges must be cleared off for the thing to work effectively. And Nunti and Oka say you come and improve free SHS because you know there is challenges. So why don't you just simply come and use the word that I'm coming to review free SHS? Because Omankasa Adan Edikan bastardize the concept of review.
Yeah. Don't mean you review.
It don't mean you see review. Until you want to come and use English. Now, Odi Akatra say, Ona Oti Brofo, until Oba Beyen say, certainly that is not the truth to our nation. Now, I move forward to some other aspect of the Vice President's speech. And I thought that the Vice President was or had betrayed President Akufo-Addo.
Okay, you move to that area.
Vice President Eka said, only your driver's mate.
Yeah, we're driver's mate. Yeah.
And at the President Akufo-Addo, your driver.
And the boss. No. Oh, sir.
And in the Constitution of Ghana, the Vice President is like an assistant headmaster. In fact, I say assistant driver and not a driver's mate. When my assistant driver, say utna STC mu efi Accra eko Tamale, eko Bolga, eko Wa, or even Abidjan and Abibi. Yeah, more 2 drivers plus a mate.
Yeah.
Inti way etwi car na wakodu baby no na assistant no so abaje. Ono see a driver. Do you understand? Enti na constitution nika say in the absence of the president, the vice president will act as president.
So he's not the mate.
He's not a mate.
Co-driver.
Or a driver. But me fan say the vice president or no aka say or no or your driver's mate. Nti me ba you can anankasa na asem no. O your driver mate papa. Na one o boss. Mufi. Kwame Nkrumah circle amoko Kumasi. Enye sa. Na o boss na ye driver no. Ansa na mubedu achumata no na wakoshi.
Okay.
Ansa na mubedu suhum no na wakotwa bi. Na ni aye han. Until suhum overpass no, won say driver no or kon say. Na we see we driver mate into
on kasa.
Or kakot bohob ahead no. Na mo free so ho. Na ma be bofom. Mo crash we are. Na wa sori aka say car no ya crash car no. Nti afi dia meso makosua driving. Ma ya driver nti afi na oba betwi car no efi bebi awo no. Na wakosie car no ansa na wabefa passengers. Are you a correct mate? Are you in your right senses?
No.
Because you ought to tell your boss, say, boss, adie ya wakoshi ena ne wakotwa yi. Me ho say unhu kwan no uhunu 2222. Into no hunu mienu no. Oh boss, what tra kwan no? You are veered off. Into mesrel boss, okay, ana braka elenu.
Elenu mo ya.
You declined and you allow President Akufo-Addo to run us into a ditch.
Yeah.
Now you come and say that we should give you the opportunity. Say, see, I know what your driver. Inti afena you are coming to lift us when you had the opportunity to just warn, guide. Now President Akufo-Addo will not lead us into the economic
professional driver now.
What you say? So you are telling us say na otiho and na oshe, but I can understand. On say when you have a chameleon, your friend is saying.
Abosoma kotre.
Abosoma kotre.
Yeah.
On say, yeah, na dane.
Dane.
In one breath, Boamah paid loyalty to Akufo-Addo. To allow Akufo-Addo say, Jimidi, nata mechi, na minko ye flag bearer. Na what be flag bearer we? Na ochire Akufo-Addo your true color. Say, boss. This one there now, to me and a woman, sir. Is it true, sir? And there was an emergency meeting at Alisa Hotel with President Akufo-Addo now in attendance. And I said, one program.
And one yeah.
Because somebody speech no man no who said that we there.
And yakra.
And yakra. To me, but I say Emma in so they had to call an emergency meeting to find out in the entire Oka say me my administration has been a disaster. Why would the vice president betray the man who had so much trust in him? Utie Akufo-Addo, mobile elected vice president Boamah. Utie ne okan.
Yeah.
I say because Boamah is trusted and an honest man. Today, the man has come to say that wa nyashi. Ejuma ni nyina mo ye no ono e na ye. Minister bi anya ejuma because agric sector no ka say ono no ye. Ni omo ye word digitalization or ka say ono no ye. Ni omo ye word road sector or ka say ono no ye. Into what is Akufo-Addo's legacy?
Oni hwe. E na de wagege nyina so bo betwetwam.
So that is for me. If the president had an authority to sack, I'm sure the vice president would have been sacked from his office. Oh yes. Nkobe Yinedi. Because I don't see how you can come and tell me that I'm a useless president, that I am a driver who is drunk, and I took the car and went and led the car in a ditch, and you, the driver mate, now have gone to acquire license. You are coming to take the car from the mud and then dust it, go and straighten it, your friend is saying. And so was spray to come and use the car.
Everybody works.
I think that is for me the mark of a disaster.
Now, what do me be see? Now, menye ejuma we emra star 274 hash, star 274 hash. Select number 1, power SYZ. Na me banama ba be run the next one no na me the amount enti wo wunya entwa wo de ni twa wo de na be wuram na me ne me wura e ba be wie na mom star 274 hash you select number 1 power SYZ na onsobra be wuram ba ju sika de eti sika no mi gu so etete nipa bebre be di bi ne wunya ntwa ya cha na be ka ho na be di sika star 274 hash. Star 274 hash. Select number 1. Power SYZ. Men saka. Now so bra beka ho. Men first na Emma Victory Garlic Mixture. Ya wasoma yedi dwumadi e de somwo. Na Victory Garlic Mixture the best garlic mixture e wodwam. Wose wonsa wonan e otititi anom bi. Wakuma bo periperi anom bi. We are Juma Kakrano Abra, Ubetmianumbi. Nansen said ye stroke Nessia Bano. Pebinanum, no more who by free stroke. Victory Garlic Mixture, when you bet your home. Any anti enterprise and a dear Dre Abba Frey 0201 293280. 0201 293280. Ghana Help Therapeutics, or the Ghana Bamaba. Ghana Bam no etu rheumatism sasabro ase ahotutuo ananse wapa no aposo kotodwe wachiri bremo kase etutu waduro no empompo wanye cold wanye flu waduro no ya wa Ghana man capsules eboa ema ne ye stronger longer and when it and bigger eduro no boa emema papa etipibinanom your friend Ghana man capsules. Yawo prostate joy, a prostate joy, and yakabum. Now, prostate joy, no, a 2 prostate enlargements, I say, and the prostate pains, beer, and the prostate cancer, no, we do and on a frame 0244 754380. 0244 754380. Spanish garlic mixture and the capsules. Your Spanish ginkgo capsules. Your strategy for ginkgo biloba and the soya oil mu. Na unya binwa eboawo. Eboni pedua no ho ban wakoma wadwene awrefiri ene ehun kronoba eyi ni nyina efiri ho. Your Spanish garlic mixture and the capsules. Eboni pedua no. Itu yade pempem ase. Esiesie wo. Ema wugina so. Arthritis, hypertension, wonase atatai, halitosis, gastric ulcer ewo yem ni nyina eyifiri ho ema hotoba obatumi afre eye dwumaku yi na no mo adi nsawoso 0266 114111 0266 114111 X natural mineral water nsuo ne was simply natural. Nsuo yi de akono program be a wedding engagement birthday party and one year the seven. The reason why I tell you heavy do hono and say nsuo yi and 1 year the seven. X natural mineral water simply natural. For number way na baby a will be an yamre will be na koton. 0596 273546 0596 273546. The best place on earth, your friend Safari Valley. Wedding engagement, birthday party. Be a we be here, baby, a wo beda, baby, a wo be jinano, and no eye Safari Valley. Where fe broso. Where fe emane broso. A dear be any we as ya who be. Ube confession. Ube ye we, and one dosso. Kokote, and what bebre giraffe, and zebra. Aboa ben na open ho bi Safari Valley. Bowra ho. Na wani beje papa. Won, obetumi afro mo. E was 0596 914394. 0596 914394. Moses Clinic and Prostate Center. Moses Clinic and Prostate Center ebeboa. Amenije aba. When you're 30 years, now what you be draw and a sayade. Bra, now one show prostrate, sexual weakness, male and female infertility, hypertension, diabetes, sciatica, typhoid, malaria, stroke, and the yadian kayeke count. Bouraho, now one more no winning. What you say? Adenta barrier, when you adenta police station, it didn't anymore. Accra Central, ASL4 a dynamo. Ghana Highway Authority yard and more. What be huno? A Jekwajo obe school for the deaf Kumase, Henema Kokobing. Offer 0244 068 447 or Joshua. 0244 068 447. Obe Joshua. Sanso Enna make for Dr. Solomon at the amount. Solak Natural Clinic. O see Fatu and him say. A Pumdia Sue be any ho. Ya wo ben no e bibiduro kwan so ankasa enura ano hye enura ano nam ye de sayade de e so like nro na me kan form I will say yade bia e ha bia no ko Solak Natural Clinic ko ju opom de wate e dika ka cho say enche se hwidie no be ready Western North region usumenya mode eti tutumrika na enede wo a wo ho aye woden wanya gonorrhea atena so achenenko low sperm count sciatica waist pain joint pain ukotodwe wachiribremo kase high bp diabetes cholesterol hernia yade ben akọ Solak Natural Clinic on fa bibidru ntu ase ma wo Solak Natural Clinic e won kran ha kokomlemle Harvard Senior High School no wo ben pe Kaswa Old Market second bus stop ho and a Solak Natural Clinic ewo. Freno, Kumase di o kentin krono. O fre 0553 93 26 31 ojoso. 0553 93 26 31. Star 274 hash. Me babe randi the last one. Inte Raf star 274 hash. Yabani ya babe randi last one. Itu nyemwura mu wawura mu nso a twen e obedi sika me bana baba be rane sesei no wo a wadi bie wo a wuni bie ba ko adi aka omo totoa so eti e be rane de aka ni nyina no e de abom preko wo hen be ka ho also be ju sika de star 274 hash select number 1 power SYZ now so obedi sika yewra fe yemra yan summarize e fe de aka no ene sadie na ogina ho Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia I know mesramo mompa Bawumia video ba ko bi emoma me na Bawumia minim no okasa ogina ho ku but ase we no opre ne ho wo so wo sheki I don't know minim de na ha Bawumia dia no mesramo aha ne video yi bi na wo hwa Bawumia performance and the way yana ne ho si pre no wasi wo so no yen kan sense e de nana atoba umia so na se wahu that particular night.
And you can see the level of anxiety and desperation.
Anxiety and desperation.
Anxiety and desperation. Okay, Boamah went on a thank you tour. Na Oka kosra him.
Yeah.
Na wada omo assess Mayino as a flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party. Yeah. And Oko cancel and to me who the pitch of his voice na kasa. Na oti your mama 24-hour economy no. It doesn't make sense. You see?
Yeah.
I say can send baby at the farm. Okay, say it doesn't make sense. It is not implementable.
Yeah.
Okay, say we no. Within the same speech, that's to highlight contradiction. Osan can say the 24-hour economy is already operational. Job bars for Omoya. Or say over mobile phone say. Now, mobile money transfer. 24 hours.
24 hours.
It is already being implemented. Idea, I would say, it's not wise, it's not sensible.
Yeah.
It cannot be implemented, it's not well thought through. The same time, Kase is we are already implementing something.
Yeah.
So you can see that there was a little bit of anxiety. He was shaky, he was panicky. All panicking, who say, there is something that you cannot say. The second point, any enra diano. In fact, enya unkwa no hu ye. Na mi hu me akasa menua. He could not stand straight. You could see he was, struggling, trying to impress.
As he was panting.
No, trying to impress.
Yeah.
And probably this is the third time. Okay, oko kaswa. Oka kaswa. Okotie nia okaye. In Kaswa, na or panicky, where in an air-conditioned room. Now, when we say fitri. Now, the man was suffering because of that. So, I think that doctors ought to look at. You bet me often say, the tense moment, but be a the tense moment because Boamah is a very stable person. He is a very calm person when delivering. But Utimi who say the level of panic now Utimi Jina moving and balancing off no na a dorsal.
Okay, you may be a vision. Or let's say number of visions are what they ever. In some now waka, only say a vision a bit to me a Boamah or mine a tumpong.
Well, now may Babe cat sports on us.
Oh, okay, you.
The vice president may a sportsman in I cannot do that.
Okay.
Sports. Now the vice president can say, Obabe establish a national sports secretariat. What does that mean?
National Sports Secretariat. Now say be your that GFA.
Yeah, well, National Sports Authority.
It's the Ahimium no Sambe.
The Obabe establishing National Sports Secretariat as duplication. They say, yeah, well, National Youth Authority. Namosi National Youth Agency.
The same thing.
Mosi Youth Employment Agency. Modiaba. Yawaha Namasa Kofanapko Ediaba.
Yeah.
Duplicating the effort of all these institutions with no real achievement. When we have a National Sports Authority mandated to carry out sports development and other things. Now Obabe establishing National Sports Secretariat Biom Ode Baba Yeden. It means that the Minister for Youth and Sports did not tell the Vice President that there is already a National Sports Authority. And that National Sports Authority say, your duty is to come and empower them to execute their mandate and not to come and establish another parallel institution.
Wow.
So Timasi.
Yeah, trauma, Nana.
Well, obviously, no much Romano. Then instead of also going to test near Omochro on the ground to see what is there. No. Now, wabij now all kind. Because clearly, it doesn't add up. Number two, say, Kase, in the mining sector, one of the problems we face is that we departed from near Kwame Nkrumah Omoyeye, near Achampo Omoyeye. What you say?
Yeah.
Near Omuye and say, Untimi embassy a mining company in Ghana when there is no Ghanaian ownership of at least 50%.
Yeah.
In fact, you are not supposed, a foreigner is not supposed to have any majority share in mining in this country. Kwame Nkrumah Echiri, Achampong Echi. We sold our shares in Ashanti Goldfields. Say Ashanti Goldfields. A company in Nyanyirano Yatong. Ashanti Goldfields ewo hono. Na ye ni galam say ye wono. Because na omo person omo ye mining no, they were largely employed by AGC.
Yeah.
AGC na omo clubhouse. No omo football team. No omo nneema bebre, no omo shuttles. Na eya uko obosia. These shuttles were picking the workers families to and fro. Nti eya na me when I was in Obosi, na makoti na car no na ediya ko shuttle no na yakosi tutuka. Na wa nante unim time na the next shuttle beba na wakoti na edi uko ejinem. Na work so that you get to know places because it was free. And ne ayaton Ashanti Goldfields.
Yeah,
Ediama Anglo Gold.
Yeah.
Go and see, is there any shuttle there moving in Obosi?
No.
And if you are coming to do mining, you don't come and tell me that you are taking mining to the private sector any longer. Because yedi near eyewo edema private sector no. This is the consequence we have faced. Yeah. So you want to see that the state takes center stage. Into one area you should take is that lithium here or Modi Abayi.
Yeah.
As the person who wants to become president. You take control of lithium mining as a state. Go to Mexico. Lithium mines be a private sector. Because they've seen that lithium is bigger than gold. Into the lithium, they are coming to mine. They will get direct revenue. Royalties will stay with the government, and then they will get taxes from it. Into 3 sources of revenue will come to the government, not only taxes. This is what we expect. So, Vice President Babeka said, we are going to align. Then the final point had to be with roads.
Okay.
I say, they are going to get private sector contractors. From where we see coin. Almost see coin we are. What are they going to do? Roads are not for the privilege. Roads are not for the privilege. And no government should be allowed say, Uba besi coin. Na coin no be no, omo wesikano. Yes.
No ma tax.
Yes. Say, they are going to learn the wrong example of Kenya. Say, Oko Kenya, there is a highway from the airport into Nairobi. When you climb the highway, Uwasika, and they will call doom, but you pay money. But yeah, Nisikano, you have to come and join a queue. So from Nairobi airport to Nairobi town, Jomo Kenyatta International Airport to Nairobi town, it takes you not up to 13 minutes, 17 minutes. Not what to Nairobi town. But say, oh, Babefa, na unisika, it will take you an hour to get to Nairobi airport. That is the kind of thing the vice president is talking about. Say, Kwan Krampa, ye Babesino.
But they are not private.
Say, Siano, Ohiafo will have their roads, and then
Sikafo
will have their roads. That is what the vice president was talking about.
Wow. What's the way to Yamaraso? Well, last word.
Well, near a woman say, I think that beside the betrayal, beside the dishonesty and the chameleonic nature, the vice president positioned himself. And the grand, your friend is saying, there is a saying, say, a stupendous lie repeated with zeal will over time gain credibility. It is a utie, the vice president, and you man or kaina. It is a enra mo dada yen. Na ene omobano. This omasa dada ye kese. Na ya jetum. So, enra near vice president can say they will move the country from taxation to production.
Another one.
And to me and see. Omuka say omuba be my one village, one dam. Our kumsi now are you responsible for special development initiative? Eka say, mumami 250,000. Semi for Nkosi Dam, Entiminsi Dam.
Meaningless dam.
But it turned out that they were giving 670 Ghana cedis per one of them. Next, they said, if you claim that it was 250 and your books show that it was 670, more than 420 Ghana cedis. no investigation whatsoever, and you are coming to talk about corruption. Inti niya o kan say enra obeye wentimi anye. Na o san be ka kire me say oba beye bibi fofra. Ne wentimi anye nti minji wundi for what you promised to come and do.
Thank you. But as a papa, and then you know, and yet the Musiasada, and comma Big Mike, and a kojo appear Quino, and a Emmanuel Usu, and Oboye, and I, and Francis, and Willie, and I could feed a boy, and I waha, ye did you make by. See a honor dear, Ralph, ewo, and I Yimabo just saying so, ewo, and no more count. Yan nan yakabo management di Gumbe show kuma grade 1 de esomo Sarki Yako Nana we are champion, the only one Sarki in town, Sarki Yako the chirp saying enumere the chia papa ya menka ho na nko bia ho ya ba sa hia bia nyame ya adoma Tuesday na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the book no ya to aso a review ye nwie ye be koso a review until say you be finish no yeah and ye di musie ciao bye bye.